Alright guys, I want to take a little look at SUI. We haven't actually looked at SUI in quite some time. Now, keep in mind in November, we were looking at this, channel here, and we said that the breakout target was up here at about $5.10. Now, we almost reached that in December. We didn't quite reach it at, there was several times where I thought we were going to reach it. However, today we finally surpassed this $5.10. So this is nice to see, guys. SUI is sitting now at $5.27. So we're going to need to start, reevaluating SUI a little bit here. But right now, I don't see, too many patterns here in play. So I would just like to see where this stops and consolidates, and then we can start talking about new targets. Alright, now I want to look at this on a weekly time frame, and you can see, guys, I have adjusted all of these lines now to make them weekly resistances and supports, basically. Just because I can see that they line up now on these weekly time frames, just because we've consolidated here for some time. And you can see basically since middle November we have been riding this trend line, and it's been just kind of a slow grind up since, basically October when this, bounce really started. And you can see there's, big move up, a little bit of a consolidation, couple weeks. Here we have another big move up, and we have a couple weeks consolidation. Now we're getting that big move up, guys. So how high will this be? I don't know. Let's see if we can measure this. This is about, it's not 100% correct, guys, but, yeah, wow. Is that really 100%? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is. Okay, it went from like $1.90 to, let's just say, $3.80. It's like a 100% move. So that is really nice. Now if we go here and we measure, let's measure this, from here. I can't even see it, but okay, let's just put that there. So it's like a 42% move or so, that we got, Now, okay, that's a little bit, that's okay. That's to the top of the wick, basically. So just say about a 40% move, maybe a 38, 37%. So we had like actually we could have went here all the way up. So more than 100% move, we can say, from these 3 weeks. Basically, let's just, I could have went from the bottom of the wick too, or actually we could have even gone from this and went up. But these are massive moves, guys. So right now we have only gone, let's just say, from here to here. So that is a 30% move. That's nothing. I do believe we're probably going to get a lot more, just because this is probably more than 100% here. If I went from here to here, it's probably at least 50 to 60%. Okay, these are kind of diminishing, we can say, diminishing returns. So, I mean, we could say this could be the end of this little run here, but I don't believe that. I think we're going to see at least 40, maybe 50%, even maybe 60% before this move stops. So we're talking about another, maybe 10, 20, 30%. So if we just measure that and we go up, let's just say this goes another 20%. That's $6.37. And I can't even go to the top where I want to go. Let me move this chart a little bit and redo this. So, okay, 30% is, yeah, about almost $7, guys. So I believe that's probably your next target. It's just really hard to say because there's not many patterns here to go off of at the moment still. Like I said, I mean, we are getting these, big moves, consolidation, big move, consolidation. So I think it's going to be similar. Big move, and then probably a small pullback. Looking at the tokenomics of SUI, guys, real quick. Basically, there's 10 billion max supply, and if we go down, we're at all-time highs right now, so there's nothing really to look at down there. Only 3 billion is circulating, and yeah, I did pick up some more today, I have to say. I don't think I mentioned that. I traded actually some CRO. because I was loaning it to a friend for his card, actually, and got it back today. And I picked up about 90 more SUI, as you see over here, guys. I would like to make this an even 300, of course, but we'll see. Maybe in the next launch pool or mega drop, I'll round out my number to about 300, and I think that's probably all I'll pick up, guys. Just because, I think it's enough. But yeah, it's, I think everything with SUI looks good. Tokenomics not too bad. 3 billion circulating is not really terrible. Max supply, I'm glad they do have a max supply at 10 billion, so that's nice to see, guys. Now let's take a quick look at Bitcoin here. As you can see, guys, we have reclaimed the $98,000 level here on the weekly time frame so far. Do remember, this is a daily that I'm looking at this chart, but this line is a weekly support right now. But we do have to close the candle tomorrow at midnight, and that would, show that this is now truly 100% support on a weekly time frame. Now, keep in mind these orange lines, they're daily resistances, which are above us. If we do get above them, they will become supports, and we just have to close the daily candles above them, of course. So, for example, if this candle would close above this orange, then this would, be support on a daily time frame. Now, keep in mind, that's going to be a lot weaker than a weekly support. So anyways, let's move on, guys. So yeah, we have claimed this, or reclaimed this $98,000 level. We are now looking to push above 99, although it is a weekend, guys. It's Saturday, and yeah, I don't think we're going to get too much action today or even tomorrow. We may even come down a little bit tomorrow. We are creating a little bit of a CME gap. However, I'm not a big fan or a big believer in these gaps so much, especially in a bull market, guys. In a bear market, they tend to get filled a lot more often, I believe. But we still have a gap down at like 76,000, so be aware of that. It's actually a pretty large gap. Now, taking a quick look at Ethereum, guys, it is looking a lot better. I'm looking at this on a 4-hour time frame, keep in mind. But we are reclaiming the 3652 weekly support right now. Again, we have to close this candle tomorrow above this, and that would really show that this will become support for us. But yeah, we are actually moving towards this, the top of the Fibonacci here at about 3832. So yeah, I have to say Ethereum looks much more healthy than it did for, almost, what is it, two and a half weeks or so. And yeah, it's nice to see. So once we make our way out of this Fibonacci here, let's see, let's put this on a daily time frame. This will be a little bit easier to see. Yeah, we will be actually approaching local highs, and basically the goal is 4,100 after that. So yeah, we will have a little bit resistance here at 39, like 62, but basically it's taken out the high. Looking at the total market cap, guys, on the 4-hour time frame, we are still above the 3.28 trillion mark. We are actually 3.43 trillion at the moment. And next resistance on a weekly time frame should be 3.62 trillion. So again, this is looking a lot healthier. The local high, basically, if I put this on a daily, yeah, it's pretty much, like Ethereum. I mean, we can say it has kind of a similar pattern here, but yeah, basically, if we take out 3.62 trillion, we'll be making our way back up to local highs, and up to, I don't think that's the all-time high. Let me see. Let me put this on a weekly time frame. Kind of zoom out, but I think we were a little bit higher. No, okay. Yeah, I forgot, guys. So last, market cycle, basically, was 2.85 trillion or so, 2.9 trillion. So yeah, we will be making new all-time highs once again. Once we get above, what is it? The high here is 3.73 trillion. So yeah, we're not too far away. This is a nice little weekly candle, bullish engulfing from the previous. So yeah, I do believe probably in the next couple weeks, maximum, I think we're going to be making new highs. Now, taking a quick look at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, guys, this is the one I was thinking of that we haven't taken out the high yet. Basically at 1.71 trillion, that'll be blue sky territory. Now, zooming in over here, we do have a nice weekly candle. Next resistance on a daily time frame is 1.55 trillion. So really no resistance till there. Weekly time frame 1.61 trillion. And like I said, 1.71. That's the all-time high pretty much from the last cycle. Now, taking a quick look at the dominance, guys, you can see we're still not at local lows basically since beginning of December. However, let me zoom in over here, guys, and show you. This is starting to look really beautiful here. Keep in mind this is the 4-hour time frame, and yeah, we are breaking below 56.9% at the moment. We did try a couple of 4-hour candles ago to break below, but we did see this get eaten up. It actually got supported here at 56.9. So right now, like I said, this is coming down. You can see this is just kind of a straight candle down. So it's looking good for alts, guys. I have to say, from the local lows, I'm still about 10% down from where we were in December, beginning of December. So if that gives you some idea, if this would come down to like this area here, I had like 10% more. I mean, that's thousands of dollars, guys. So yeah, if we make it down to this area down here, I'm expecting a good bounce in my portfolio. Now the liquidation heat map, guys, pretty much in the last 24 hours, not many have been wrecked, but it's more shorts now. I think we started to see this yesterday, though, where shorts started to get wrecked more. And yeah, so you can see here, this is the last 24 hours, basically who's been wrecked. So, ETH, BTC, Doge, SUI, pretty much everybody getting wrecked here. Anyways, don't play with leverage. I don't do it anymore. I think it's too risky, guys. As a result of the dominance going down, guys, we are starting to see that this is ticking up. So it's not altcoin season, but again, we find ourselves on the side of the altcoin season more than the Bitcoin season. We're at 53, so we're still kind of in the middle, but we're leaning towards altcoin season. And yeah, the further this goes down, guys, the better. It's definitely when we get down here, I think you're going to see the 70s again in this altcoin season chart. So prepare yourselves, but you're going to see some crazy gains soon, guys. As for fear and greed, 73, yesterday 74, not much has changed. Would like to see it go down a little bit more though. But last month was, horrible, up here in the 80s, and I think we had some 90s. So yeah, 73 right now. Let's see what happens, tomorrow. I think it will tick up a little bit tomorrow, just because we're starting to see a lot of gains. As for the Pi Cycle Top indicator, guys, again, I can zoom in here. Not much has changed. I'll zoom in even more. Yeah, it's still got a while till we cross. Like I keep saying, it's just probably about 6 months away. Now, taking a look at the economic calendar for the week, guys, pretty much there is a FOMC member speaking tomorrow, but I don't think that's going to affect the market too much. Now, PMI is on Monday. We do have factory orders. That could affect a little bit Bitcoin's price. Now, Tuesday, ISM numbers. Jolt's job openings is probably most important. Wednesday, not much going on. Maybe ADP, non-farm employment change. We do have a Fed, speaker speaking. We do have the meeting minutes, though. That's another thing that kind of affects the market a little bit. And I don't think consumer credit will really do much. But anyways, Thursday, we do have a holiday in America. We do have jobless claims coming out. We do have FOMC member Harker speaking and Bowman. So that could slightly affect the market. But Friday, most important, non-farm payrolls. Then we do have Michigan numbers, of course. average hourly earnings, things like this, but non-farm payrolls is most important. When it comes to the interest rate cut, guys, pretty much it hasn't changed. Still, almost 90% believe that nothing is going to change for January. I think that too, guys. I believe, like I've been saying, no cut January, cut March, no May, yes June, no July, yes September, no October, and then the Christmas bonus cut next year. So they did say 2 cuts was going to be next year. But I think there's going to be at least 4, guys. Looking at crypto bubbles, there is a lot of green, but there is some reds popping up here and there. Although it's not deep reds, it's like 1-2% maybe. Most of these reds. There is AI 16Z, which has had massive days. Lately. Fartcoin too, so that's a little bit more red. BGB also has had, a lot of green days in the past couple of weeks. But yeah, pretty much everything is in green, and it's more green than red, of course. I would say it's at least 65, maybe 70% green here, maybe 60%, 65. But yeah, just, there's more bigger numbers like SUI, Pengu, Jasmy, ARB, Hype. HNT, so we do have, like it says over here, it's actually in green here on crypto bubbles. So anyways, don't want to babble on about that. Coinondo, if you want to check your staking, guys, go here, type in whichever coin you're looking for. You do have the times that you have to stake or whatever. You do have limits and things. Be careful, read everything. And yeah, if you like this video, guys, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot, guys.